California's 43rd Congressional District Representative. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the Honorable Maxine Waters.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you very much, Tasha Millett, for that kind introduction and for your work at SAG-AFTRA. And of course, I would especially like to thank Stacy Milner for creating the HBCU in LA internship program and all it represents. I didn't know what I was going to be in for here this evening, but walking in this room with all of this energy, I'm ready to have a good time. Students gain indispensable experience by learning from and working with film, digital, media, and communication experts. Stacy had the vision and the determination to make all of this happen. And we all applaud you for your leadership in paving the way for so many Black students while also creating a pipeline to help diversify these industries. I would also like to thank SAG-AFTRA and the executives and other professionals who are here representing the world's premier studios, talent agencies, production companies, networks, and other entertainment and media leaders for your commitment to diversify. While diversity and inclusion are essential everywhere, and the faces of the people who tell them impact perceptions throughout society. Diversity in your industries affects diversity in all others. HBCUs are treasured in the African American community. For decades, many of us have fought to create programs that provide equal opportunity to people who traditionally did not have it. As a legislator in both California, in the California State Assembly, and in Congress, my toolkit has been legislation, and I created programs and policies that open doors of opportunity. As the chair of the Financial Services Committee, first woman and the first African American in this role, I insist on diversity and inclusion throughout the corporate sector, and I use the full power of government to advance that effort. I now have the gavel, and I intend to use it. Yet, regardless of how many doors we open and how many programs we create, success is ultimately measured by how many people walk through those doors, how well they perform, and their contribution to the evolution of the industry. This means that you, the HBCU students who have been learning the trade during these past 2 months, are the validation of our efforts. You are the metric that matters. Your learning and your dedication confirms the value of these programs and justifies their continuation, expansion, and replication in other industries. Your success will help you launch your careers and will also help launch the careers of others who follow you in these programs and others like it. I believe each of you will succeed, and I have faith in you. I'm convinced of this because I understand firsthand the challenges that many of you faced and your drive to reach your goals. I grew up poor, but my mother taught us that education was our ticket to a better life. And I took advantage of every educational opportunity that I could. After I moved to LA, I took charge of my future, earned a sociology degree at Cal State LA, worked for Head Start, got a job in LA City Councilman, and launched my political career. It wasn't easy, but I did it. The challenge was daunting, but I overcame it. The life I sought was elusive, but I grabbed it. In many aspects, I'm no different from each of you. I'm sure the road that you travel hasn't been easy, but just as I achieved my goals, so will each of you. This is your time. Whether your goal is to become a producer, director, screenwriter, film editor, casting coordinator, actor, financier, budget manager, film studio attorney, art director, camera operator, or any other member of the team that brings content to the screen, be mindful that each of you stands on the shoulders of others who came before you. Remember that. The doors that were open to you should inspire you to open doors for others. So please never forget the outstretched arms that help lift you up, and in turn, stretch yours out to HBCU students and others who seek a hand by continuing the legacy of training, mentorship, and equal opportunity. We will achieve the vision of diversity and inclusion that we have been striving for and from which we all benefit. I don't want you to be diverted. Keep your eye on the prize. And remember, when anybody gets in your way, just do what your auntie did, reclaim your time.